And when you look at Surah Saad, you can read these stories, but the moral behind all of these stories is that whether a person has abundance or lack of abundance is not an indicator of prophecy and prophethood. Because one of the things that the enemies of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would say was that he doesn't have all these things that this particular prophet had or that particular prophet had. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us stories from the ancient times that show us and remind us, remember the reminder from the ancient times that prove the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is truly a prophet and a messenger. Those ancient stories prove to us that abundance of wealth or children is not an indicator, because there were some that had abundance and they were tested with their abundance, like Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. There were those who were tested with justice and their strength that they had to implement justice. They were tested with that, like Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam. There were those who lost everything, like Sayyidina Ayyub alayhi salam. And yet all of them are prophets. All of them were acknowledged by the people of Revelation. And so there's nothing in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that can be used against him to prove that he's not a prophet. Instead, it's about spiritual abundance, the spiritual abundance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a prophet or a messenger with regard to the signs and the messages and the miracles that are sent to him that prove his legitimacy.